Hello fellow Sudokans and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Wednesday the 19th of March 2025. I hope you are keeping well. I had a bit of an annoying problem earlier with the screen software, recording software that just kept crashing for an unknown reason. I have followed that most expensive of IT advice, like those expensive salaried IT people who get paid lots of money to tell you switch it off and switch it on again. I've done that, and so let's hope that it's better behaved now. What's going on in Mexico? I think governments, national governments, local authorities sometimes just try to hide stuff from embarrassment. When they don't see something, they just try to. When something is bad, I think that they might just try to hide things from embarrassment. I'm not sure though. But anyway, something that has happened in Mexico is there have been official investigators investigating some site in a place called, I think it's called Jalisco, and they had finished their work and not found very much. But when a group of civilians decided to search the same place, they found dozens and dozens of shoes, and there's some horrific pictures and bones and items of clothing, etc., what appears to be the remains of people. Apparently this place was used as a cartel training center, and it had already been searched by authorities, but a bit of basic digging by the locals managed to find stuff that they had not found. I think as though I have a feeling though some of this might just be embarrassment, or maybe not. Maybe there's some other factors involved that are actively trying to imagine that the situation is not as bad as it seemed to be. But there we are. All countries have problems around the world, of course. And some countries are finding good ways to deal with them, others are not. I think in general the Mexican national government is doing quite well, but obviously they have a lot of things to deal with. Let's get on with the game of Sudoku then. So this is the LA Times. Like I said, I hope I'm going to manage to get to the end without this software crashing this time. We're going to start with twos blocking, as you can see, and then twos going up and blocking a la mode, and there we have two again, and that's about it for the twos, I think. We have 8 blocking up here, but the 8 blocking this square will give us 8 in one of those two squares blocking up, so 8 must eventually turn out to be there. And down the bottom here we have 8s blocking a couple of places and giving us an 8 there. What are we left with here? 3 and 6. Okay, was there anything else with the 8s? Otherwise people will be complaining I forgot to do something, which is pretty normal. Missing digits in this column are 3, 4 and 6. We have 3 and 6 together. That must be a 4. And we have 4 blocking this square, and this square. We get 4 there. I'm going to have a little drink. It's just water, no need to panic. It is really hot here again. Unfortunately the air conditioning is running. It's another scorcher, as they like to say, in the sun, which is a supposed newspaper in the UK. 5 blocks this way and this way, that gives me a 5 in this square here. And what are we left with down there? 3, 6 is it? I think it is 3 and 6. Any help on those? No, but we do have 3, 6 here. Aha, look at that. We found a pair in this row, because that was 3, 6 in those squares. So try to remember we have 3, 6 there. We'll come back and look at that in a minute. That was 3-6 up there as well, actually. Oh, well, looks like we're going to have a lot of 3s and 6s. We have 7 blocking across here and there. And we have 4 blocking this square and this square, so in that row we have 4 there. We'll be left here with 1 and 6, I think. Just how many 6s are there on this board? Four down here and 4 across there. There's a 4. Alright, I think I'm going to go through around the clock now. Let's see. So I think this is 5 and 2, isn't it? We've got 2 and 5 across here. We've got... Oh no, I'm wrong. 2 and 5 down here. No, there is no 5 there. I thought I'd seen... No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Oh, right at the top there we've got a 9. Okay, 4 up here, there's a 4. 4 across here, and up here, there's a 4. That's the last 4. Two up here and across there. That definitely leaves us 2s in those squares, doesn't it? What are we left with up here? Let's have a quick look. 1, 3. Oh, I can work out what goes here, can't I? 1 and 6 in those squares. So this has to be 3 and 8 in those squares. So we've got the 8 blocking there. There's the 8. That would be a 3. And 3 blocks this square here, so there's a 3, and there's the one of our 6 3 pairs, or at least the first bit of one. 6 blocks across here, 6 blocks up there. That must be a 6. We're looking for 1, 5 in those squares, 1, 5 in this square. And I'm stuck again. Oh, well, okay, so I see something. We've got 7 and 8 blocking this square. We've got 7 and 8 blocking this square. That means that these two squares can only contain 7 or 8. And it also means that this square and this square must be 1 or 6. Yes, of course, I've got 1, 6 there. It also means this square here can't be 1 or 6. Shall I investigate? No, because it could be 5 or 3 at least, so that's not going to help. I know this is 1-6. Let's have a look along the bottom here. I know I've got that other thing that I mentioned. This was 6-3, wasn't it? So 6-3 there, 6-1 there. What else am I left with? 2, 1, 2, 3, 6, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Oh yeah. I will try this one thing that I know about the pair of 6 and 3 here, but it's a bit of a long shot, I will say. I had 6 and 3 pair in those two squares that I discovered earlier, right? 6-3 here, 6-3 there, and 6-3 like this. So then none of these can be 3 or 6. We've got 5 numbers left just in case. It's very unlikely, but anyway. Not 3 or 6, so we're looking for 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, I think. 2, 5, 9, that's a 7, 8. We already knew that anyway. 2, 7, 8, that's a 5, 9. No, it's not going to be enough. No, okay, let's finish the game with pencil marks in the way that I can comfortably finish the game. This will be a 1 and a 6 in those squares there. This will be a 3 and a 6, as I said before, and so will this. Now we've got 6 blocking across here, so we have 6s in those squares. We've got 1 blocking across here, so we have 1s in these squares. We have 7 blocking down here, so we've got 7s there. Up here, what are we looking for? 3s are there, and then we've got 1 and 5 which can go anywhere, right? Sorry, 5 up here. 5s can go there, and 1s can go anywhere. This is a pair of 1 and 5. Okay, that all looks in order. What are we looking for here? 7, 8, 9. We've got 9s in those squares. We've got 8 blocking up here, so 8s are there, and then we've got 7 anywhere. And down here, we've got 1s. I'm not going to bother looking for pairs. I'm just going to put everything in. 2s are there. 5s are in these squares. 7 like this, and 9 also like that. Two, four, alright, so the secret is over here then. We've got 1 blocking across here like this. We get 1s in those squares. 3 blocks. Ah! All this time there's been a 3 available. And you didn't tell me. Oh, you did tell me. Oh, sorry. I just didn't hear you. Alright, we've got 3s down there. 6 blocking across here like this. 7 blocking down here. 8 blocking like this. We've got a pair of 8s as well. Okay. So we've got a pair of 1 and 6 here. So this 1 and 6 can't be true. We can get rid of it. And then we've got a pair of 1 and 6 down here. So whatever is left is not 1 or 6. Is 3 and 5 in those squares, and 9 is the other square missing, the other digit missing I should say, which I worked out before anyway somehow. Anyway, right, what are we left with? 1 blocking across here like this, 1's in those squares there, 2, pair of 2's as I said earlier like that, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do we know? Oh, didn't I say something about this before? This column I'd worked out, right? And I'd forgotten all about it again. I think I said that had to be 7 and 8, did I? 7 and... oh, forget it. Let's just do this. 7 blocking down here like this. I'll remove the digits in a minute. I know it gives some of you heart attacks, but never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Somehow we're lacking a 6. Which can't go in these squares here, right? So it could go down like this, but alright, so then when I realised we got the 1, 6, it was a 6 that has to be removed there. So I did work that out before in that one. So it was 7 and 8 that I got in there before. So 7, 8, 7, 8, so that can't be a 7, that has to be a 1. That's a 6. It's much easier to see when you put in those little helpers. 6, 1. I'll get rid of these 1s. Right, where am I? That can't be a 6, that's got to be a 1. That's a 7, that's a 6. That's a 6 and that's a 3. That's a 3. That's not. That's a 5. 2, 6, 7. Alright, let's see what we still need. We still need 1. We still need 3. We still need 5. And you can't be 5. We still need 6. So this is a 6. And there's a 3. There's a 3, there's a 9. No 9s are there. 9 blocking down here. That's a 9. This is 1. 1, 5. 1, 5. So there we are. Some minor slip-ups along the way, but I did get you to the end, which is all that I ever promise for these games. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you another time, another place. Well, the same place, but same channel. Come back again. Take care. Bye.